Okay, so we're getting started with the Clinique Moisture Surge Moisturizer. This is perfect, really lightweight, and it's going to give you a lot of moisture on your skin. It's super good for any skin type, especially under makeup. Not too heavy, not too greasy, seeps into the skin really quickly. I'm just going to apply that all over my face, really pat it in, make sure it absorbs really nicely. And we're gonna go in with carving out the brows. So I like to take a little bit of some concealer and really carve out the brows to make sure that we get the most perfect shape. I always go underneath the brow area, anywhere that I put a pencil, really carve it out, sharpen it out, and it'll also disguise any of the imperfections underneath your brows, give it a nice even finish, and just make it look really polished. I'm just going to go in and blend that in with my fingers. And I'm going to take a little bit of some clear brow gel. I always flick my hairs up in the front. Next up, Charolette Tilbury Flawless Filter. I literally use just that amount all over my skin. It's a booster. I always put it on, especially when I want that glowy, dewy look on my skin. It's a booster, but you could also kind of use it as a primer, even though it's not a primer. It's just going to give you that radiant finish to whatever you put on your skin, whether it be tinted moisturizer, leaving it on by itself, or adding it with any kind of foundation. So I'm going in with my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I love this stuff, especially for summer. It's super lightweight, doesn't feel heavy on the skin. You don't need to use too much, and it just gives the most perfect coverage ever with a little bit of a glowy finish. I like to apply that with my foundation brush. I'm just going to apply a little bit more on my forehead area. You really don't need too much of this product, especially as a tinted moisturizer. I'm going for a really light look today. Always blend into the neck. And we're going to take our little beauty blender and make sure that it's not streaky and press any of the excess product into the skin just to give the most flawless, even, perfect finish. Next up, I'm going in with some corrector because, you know, that's my jam. I have a lot of redness and dark circles under my eyes, so I really like to correct that. So I'm using the NYX Corrector. This one specifically is not too orange, which I like, but it's thick enough that it covers any of my dark circles, so I always apply this before any kind of concealer. I'm using a little flat brush to apply this underneath my eyes. I always like to warm it up and pat it in with my fingers first. And any of the excess I'm just going to apply on my lid today because we're doing a really light look, nothing too crazy, so we don't need to put any kind of like eyeshadow primer, but I just want to take away any of the redness or discoloration on my lids. So for concealer today, I'm going to use the Cover FX Concealer. This is really good if you're looking for like something hydrating underneath the eye. This is a Power Play Concealer. Hydrating, not too heavy. It's very liquidy, so a lot comes out. So I just put 3 dots. I really don't need to apply anymore. But it literally gives like a luminous finish underneath the eye. I've been loving it this summer. Anyone with a dry under eye will really like this concealer. But it's a little light, so I have to use it with a corrector. I'm going to press that in with my beauty blender. And also, I am going to touch up on my lids just a bit. And of course, you already know we're setting with the Hourglass talc-free makeup-based translucent powder. I'm not gonna go on like a heavy bake today. I'm gonna do like a mini bake, kind of like still baking, but not adding that excess amount of powder. Kind of like a heavy set. I'm also going to use that to set my lids today. Next up, since we're doing a really natural look today, light on the face makeup, what I really wanted to do was just give like a very like sun-kissed look, but very natural, like no makeup look. I really just wanted the lip to pop, so I decided to use my little travel size Laguna bronzer from Nars. I'm using it in any areas that I would apply like a contouring powder, but instead I'm just going to use the bronzer. So this is going to give like a really light look, so it'll be like super subtle, so you could barely see it, but it still accents anywhere that you want to bronze and contour. So I apply it from the heights of my ear and bring it down, and I make sure that I blend it all over the face, into my cheekbones, on my neck, really carving out those cheekbones as well, because you know I love a contour shape. Next up, I'm going to apply a little bit of some blush just to brighten the skin. So I'm using my Anastasia Trio blush. And for highlight, we're going to use this Wet n Wild's highlighter. It is so underrated. If you don't have it, you need to pick it up. This is in Golden Flower Crown. It is such a pretty highlight, beautiful color, really natural, not overbearing, not sparkly. Everyone needs this. You need to get it. They come in multiple colors. I have them in every color. It's worth it, and the price is right. Going in today, just a very simple coat of mascara, so I'm just going to go in with my Marc Jacobs. I just want it to be like super black but really natural. And for lips, the fun part. So today I am using some Pop of Color. So I'm going to use Hot Damm by Sleek. This is going to be the lip liner that I'm using. I am going to do this before and after I apply my lipstick, just to ensure that there's no bleeding and that we create a beautiful shape to the lips before we apply the lipstick. This is the Giorgio Armani shade 401 liquid lip. I'm obsessed with these liquid lips. They're so comfortable to wear. They're not over drying like the Anastasia ones. They have a lot of moisture in them, so they're very comfortable to wear. They're just like a hint moisturizing. They're not drying. I'm just gonna, make sure my liquid lip dries before I go in again with my lip liner and just perfect the shape. Me and my awkward lip poses, but I gotta get really in there so you guys can see detail. It just brightens up the whole look, adds that extra something, wear it with a neutral outfit, and it just gives it everything. makes it different and stylish. And that is it for this look, you guys. Really summer, fun, glowy, natural with a pop of color. Enjoy. I'll see you next time.